everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather. I am a styling, skincare, hair care, self-care enthusiast. I don't have any training in anything. I just have people ask me questions sometimes, so I wanted to make a YouTube channel to kind of answer some of them. So today I'm going to be doing my second in a series of unboxing videos because I just ran outside and got my Allure beauty box in the mail. So this is a subscription service that you get once a month. They charge, I think, about $23 a box unless you prepay in some cases. So I am getting it for at least the next calendar year. So let's see what's inside. So every month they give you this little pamphlet thing to tell you what's in here. So, and then, oh, there's something in here. There's a lot to unpack. Okay, so I guess they're trying to make some of these things seem a little bit, better than they are. Not better than they are, but I don't know. They're trying to give you some extra benefits from this. So it says 7 steps to brighter eyes. And so it's going along with this Allure stuff that they have sent to you. So Allure Skin Restore Eye Serum. So let's find that in here. All right. So it's this guy. Let's find it in here. Oh, it's the first thing on the list. Okay. Allure Restore Eye Serum. I have oily eyelids. Oh, this is another thing they do. They have little stories about each of the things that are in the box. So this person has oily eyelids, and so even though this is more of an oil, it's moisturizing and it's good for people that have oily skin. So this is usually $85. So let's open this guy up. So eye creams, eye serums, eye things are not something you necessarily need. Oh, by the way, this looks a lot more red than orange. Honestly, it looks orange and everything, and this is definitely red. Your eye area does need a little extra hydration, but you don't actually need an eye serum if you don't want one. When you turn it, see this little top thing comes up because it has a dropper on the inside. So that's pretty cool. Oh, that's very yellow. All right. Let's put this on our hand. All right. So it's definitely an oil, right? But when it rubs in pretty nicely, actually. So it's a little bit shiny. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it is a little shiny. So I actually think, depending on exactly what look you were going for, you could probably use this in the morning, with your makeup, because it's going to give that nice bit of, dewiness, and it's going to, it soaks in pretty quickly. Honestly, it really does. It has a little bit of a smell to it, but it's not a perfumey smell, so it's probably just the smell of all the things that are in here. So there's just like a whole bunch of types of oils in here. So digitata oil, goji, argan, sunflower, baobab, elderberry, sea buckthorn. So there's just a whole bunch of oils in here. Some people are saying that essential oils are not necessarily the best thing for your skin or something that's necessary. But I think, if we're focusing on oils that are really good for the skin, I don't mind that kind of thing. It's when they're used for fragrance or for gratuity or for just, to sell the product. That's when it gets into territory of like, why are you really putting this in the product? So this is pretty cool. Okay. Liking that so far. Next thing that we have is Maplin Face Moisturizer. Let's find it. So this is not a bad size. Okay. So the full price of this is usually $49. And so, people talking about testing this on your hands and, different things. This is supposed to apparently have some sort of instant relief. Okay. It says, do not use if you are sensitive to one of the ingredients. Cosmetic products should only be used for their intended purpose and in accordance with specific instructions. But the instruction is just to spread a bunch of moisturizer all over your face. So I don't know if we really need that disclaimer, but okay. So this is one of those things where you have to unscrew it and you have to take the tin foil off. So let's do that, which is a nice little protection. Apparently this does have fragrance in it as well, according to the little write-up. So, oh, geez. All right, so rubbing it in. I'm not liking this smell at all. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is a very medicinal tea tree oil type of smell. And so tea tree oil can be really good for the skin, especially if you have redness and breakouts. If it's diluted properly, then that's good. But I'm not, that's really a lot of fragrance for a skin moisturizer or face moisturizer. Oh, they're all skin moisturizers. I am really not loving the smell at all. It's a nice moisturizer. It's fine. It sinks in. It's a tiny bit tacky, just a little bit, but it's not bad, but I don't like the smell on this at all. I'll probably just use it on my hands, honestly, because it's too much. It's sort of a cross between like that Vapo Rub smell, and also it has some sort of outdoorsy scent to it. I can't really put my finger on. So decent moisturizer, but that, yeah, okay. I don't think that's for me. That's all right though. Makeup. So we have this Cella La Vie eyeshadow palette. So it comes like this. So it looks like this has a whole bunch of neutrals. So let's see what this guy looks like. A little tiny. I mean, you don't need a lot for an eyeshadow. That's fine. So it's packaged up nice. Sometimes in eyeshadows, they don't come packaged well, so then they end up like crunchy. So I don't like that. All right, so when you're working with makeup, you do have to look a little bit about color theory. So these are all pretty warm shades. The upper right, this guy might be a little bit neutrally, but the rest of these are very warm. So they might not work on all skin tones, especially this one over here. So you have to work with the undertones in your skin. Most people are warm or cool, and then some people are neutral as well. I believe I am a neutral skin tone, so you know, I kind of have both under there. But you know, if you're very, very olive, then this color I'm about to try, it might not work for you. But you just got to try it. So this is sort of a highlighter shade. I like putting highlighter under my eyebrows. So let's do that. All right, so you can see it. Yeah, you can see it in the light, and you can also see the sheen from the eye cream still, which is entirely rubbed in, by the way. The face moisturizer now is entirely rubbed in. So I like to put highlighter here. Let's see, this gold shade, that's pretty fun. Put this on the eyelids. Woo, that's nice. So I just did, there was a Sparkle Wash eyeshadow that I did sort of a review of with Bobbi Brown with her new line, which is called Jones Road. And I do like that Sparkle Wash, but you know, it's not very concentrated sparkles, and it's more of sort of a wash, and also it's like big sparkle pieces. This is very similar to that Sparkle Wash, except clearly it's like, you know, actually pigmented color. So I like this a lot. This is pretty cool. Although you can see like it might be just a smidge too warm for me, because I have, you know, I do have that cool in my skin tone. I have a lot more cool, I think, than I have the warm. So it might just be a little too much yellow for me personally, but I really like the way the eyeshadow goes on. I really like the way the color is distributed, because it has some sparkles in it, but it doesn't have a ton of sparkles. It's mostly shimmery. I don't know if you can see it on my hand here, or if you can really see it on my eyes, but this is a nice shadow. And then they have, you know, the neutral brown, you know, so pretty neutral, but two different color browns. So I think this is a pretty good eyeshadow palette. Apparently this is usually $45. Another thing that I forgot to mention on my last video is that with your Allure Beauty Box, they give you coupon codes to get discounts on all of these products if you want to buy them full size or you want to buy them again. So that's a nice thing to be able to do too. Next thing is Aveda Botanical Repair Mask. So this is intensive strengthening mask, and it's light. So I actually looked at this product online because I was like, why does it say light? Basically they have this in light and heavy. And so my hair is very thick. It's a little coarse. It's a little unruly. It's a bunch of different textures. So I usually like to use the thickest conditioner I can find. And so this is not super, this has a very botanical smell, by the way. It really smells like Aveda products. I don't think they all have the same scent, but you can like, they have a family of scents, and you can definitely tell this is an Aveda product. So this is apparently a mask of some kind. Yeah, so you do have to rinse this out. So I'm going to use this in the shower at some point. It'll probably work. This will probably be about 3 uses for me though. And the woman that's talking about it here in the little write-up, she has 4A coily hair. So she's going to have a lot of hair. For somebody that has, you know, that much hair and that's that coily, I don't know if you're going to get more than one use out of this, you know, just depending on how much conditioner you use. So this is probably going to be good. Aveda is a great brand. I like the smell, but it's very like direct flowers. So if you don't like that super strong smell, then you might not like this. All right, next item. All right, Cargo Swimmables eyeliner pencil. So the idea here is that this is, I guess, waterproof with the swimmable thing. Okay, so if you work fast, you can blend them out. So I guess it like dries pretty quickly. So this color, it says you're going to receive one of the following shades: Black Sea, Pfeffer Beach, or Dorado Beach. So the color that I got is Pfeffer Beach number 5, and you can see it's it's sort of a coppery, dark-ish brown. So I have never been good at using a pencil eyeliner personally. I find they just drag and they don't deposit color well. And so I don't have a lot of practice using pencil eyeliner. So this might not go on well for me just because I don't use pencils that often. And if I do, I use them down here very, very lightly, because if you do this too heavily, it actually closes your eye out a little bit. Brown is really good for people that have really lighter skin tones like I do, who have lighter eyes. Sometimes the black can be a little too harsh. So having a brown liner actually can really help. If you have lighter eyelashes as well, what you can do is you can take the eyeliner pencil and kind of dot in between your eyelashes carefully. And if it's a good pencil that spreads pretty easily, then you're going to be able to fill in the gaps in between your eyelashes, kind of like what I talked about in my 5-minute easy makeup tutorial, where we were putting something in the waterline here. So it accomplishes a similar thing because you're filling in your eyelashes from above instead of from below. So this pencil goes on pretty easily. As you can see, I think it made like a nice soft line. Because it's a waterproof pencil, you might even be able to do this in your waterline too. Let me just see if I can do that real quick, actually. So let's see. I think it's going on. So if you want a waterline eyeliner pencil that's not going to be as harsh as the black, then this brown might be a good option. But I don't think it's actually designed for that. I think it's just designed to be generally waterproof. So I'd say this goes on pretty well. It didn't seem to drag. And apparently, once it dries, it's not very smudgy, or you can't, I was going to say it's not very smudge proof, but that's wrong. You know what I mean? So this is pretty good. This is usually $18, and I do believe that this is a full-size eyeliner. Okay, next thing, Mighty Patch. So the Mighty Patches, I've actually had patches like this before. This is a pimple patch. So a lot of these are out now. It's a hydrocolloidal thing. So basically, if you get those blister blocking Band-Aids that are at like the CVS or something, it's a very similar thing to a lot of these pimple patches. So some people have actually cut them like out into shapes and put those on their face because it's cheaper than getting them pre-cut. I've heard a lot of good things about Mighty Patch. So I don't get acne super duper often, but when I do, I get really self-conscious about it and I really want it to go away. Oh, this has, and I mean, everybody wants it to go away. But I tend to sort of freak out. This has like a sticker on it that I don't feel like dealing with. So I'm just going to rip this if I can, maybe. Haha, okay. So it says, identify the blemish, works best on white heads. Clean the blemish and apply Mighty Patch. Remove after it turns white, minimum 6 hours. So it says here, 12 patches are usually $7. That's pretty expensive for a patch like this. I've gotten like 48 patches for $8. So, but I know Mighty Patch, like this is a brand that's been around. It was one of the first brands out there. So you can kind of see there's like a darker middle and then the outside is lighter. It also has sort of lines running down the plastic where they're stuck, so that when you're taking it off, like you don't have to use your nail to get it off. You can like just rip the plastic that's stuck to it instead. So that's pretty nice. Basically, people like to use these overnight, and it kind of gets rid of the entire thing. So that is really nice. And there's less dryness, less redness, just generally things sort of calm down. Sometimes though, what people think are blemishes are actually something else. It might be ingrown hairs. It might not be the type of blemish this thing works on. So feel free to try these. These are great. I have other brands of pimple patches, but if it doesn't work, then it might be something else. I actually had a couple of things on my neck, and I thought they were blemishes. They were not. They were ingrown hairs. I don't know why I have ingrown hairs on my neck, because it's not like I shave my neck, but that's what they turned out to be, even though they looked like pimples. So the last thing that I didn't get, because everybody either got these Mighty Patches or this other thing, is M61 Power Glow Peel. So this is a peeling pad. I actually think I have some of these somewhere, or I did have some of these. I believe these are in Blue Mercury stores, and it's their brand. So basically, it's a power peel. It's a little facial peel, like It's almost like a baby wipe. So you take it out of this little container that it's in, you wipe it all over your face, and that does a bit of a chemical exfoliant on your skin. I'm going to do a video on exfoliants eventually. There's physical and chemical exfoliants. Chemical exfoliants are considered a little bit better for the skin. It's not going to give you micro tears. You can really control the sensitivity aspect of things a little bit more. But it's super duper easy. You just take it out, you wipe it all over your face, and you're done. So I got the Mighty Patch instead of those Power Glow peels. Those are usually $30 for 10 peel treatments. So that is my Allure Beauty Box this month. So I'm not sure what I'm most excited about, but I think these are good products. I think the eyeshadow is really nice. I think this eye serum is pretty nice. I know Mighty Patch is a really good value. This pencil actually works. I was actually able to put it on my eyeballs. And I suppose the Aveda, we're just gonna have to wait and see because I have to use this in the shower, see if it actually works. I think the real loser today is gonna be this facial moisturizer because it smells so much. Please stop putting so much fragrance in your products, people. Please, please, please. All right, that is this month's unboxing. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day.